Alrighty, hello folks, good Sunday evening. You're back with another episode with your favorite Eagle on the Persian Strike. So let's just see where we left off. Alright, so the last stream was I think a couple days ago. So we were based at Al-Khaimeh, and we were attacking Charlie Waypoint 10. If you remember the last stream, I believe we did a float attack, and we did a float attack on the SA-15 sites. Now, there are still a few SAMs in this region. Okay, so we're going to be using our T-pod and the air-to-ground radar to find some more intel on this waypoint and see what we can do. If we can destroy any target, any ground moving target, or any SAM site, or a no-man, a no-man, did I just say no-man? Any personnel that's going to be available for us, any enemy, we're going to destroy it, right? So our goal is to neutralize this waypoint, waypoint 10, and continue to alpha attack, which is waypoint 11. But we're going to focus on Charlie for now. This is going to be a short stream, so we're going to be taking off. We are going to be taking off. The flight is about 5 minutes to the Charlie waypoint, designating a target, trying to destroy it as long as the SAMs don't touch us, and getting back to the Al-Khaimeh airbase. Okay. So for today's loadout, we have 4 MRAMs and we have, I believe, 6 GBU-31 Type 1s. That's the MK-84 warhead for the blast, not the penetrators, which are the Type 3s. Okay, available. So for today's the GBU-31s, 2,000-pound JDAMs with a blast. So let's just get started first. So the usual checklist that we go. All right, inlets, cast switches. Let me just zoom in here a little bit. I think this is much better. Yep, cast switches are on. Let's get the left and right generator, engine generator controls, auto, master switch is on, GFS switch, and let's not forget the oxygen and the air conditioning set to auto. And we can just pull the starter right here. We'll wait for that green light. Here it is. We're gonna start with our right engine, number 2, right there. Oh, it's shaking. Okay, 18% passed. Throttle idle. All right. Okay, there you go. So we can close the canopy. Hydraulics are still in the yellow. They're going to jump into the green shortly. We're going to arm the seat and going to start with engine number 1, left engine. In the meantime, we're going to set up our standby displays. So we got the standby attitude indicator right here, the altimeter for 3000. And on the fuel, we're at 4,000 bingo as usual. There you go. Left throttle idle as well. Let's turn on all the MCDs. Pull up the volume on the UFC. Bring back the brightness as well on the UFC and the HUD. Okay, so now everything's visible. Just lower the brightness a bit. Too bright. There you go. Okay. Packs page. Back to the air to ground. So as you can see, we have 1 and 2 and another 2, and then another 1. So 6 GBU-31s. For now, I'm just gonna set the auto step and nose and tail. We'll see once we're gonna start flying. We're gonna see what we what kind of objective we have, right? So we have 0 intel. What's really happening in on the Charlie waypoint 10? Aside from the 2 SIMs that we've destroyed, they could have repaired it, so we might have to do another float. We don't know yet, right? So I'll just keep that on auto. If anything, we can amend that during the flight, okay? Now, let's just set up the screen. So let's program them. So first program on the lower MCD is going to be the ornament page and the 2s. We know that we want to have the 2s on the air-to-ground mode here. There you go. And on the left MCD, which doesn't let me click on it for some reason. Hold on. Huh. Did I do something wrong? I guess it's a bug. So I can't, for some reason, I can't switch to the left MCD for some reason. I'm not sure why. It wouldn't let me switch. And that's interesting. Okay, well. Let's turn off the display. I just saw the notification Charlie was upgraded, the defense side was upgraded, so that's going to be interesting. Let's remove the wheel chocks. Wheel chocks remove.
Remove the wheel chocks.
Let's turn on the display again.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
On standby. Not sure what is going on with the display here. There you go. Not sure what was going on there. All right, we can program air-to-air radar when we got the T-pod. We want the air-to-air radar on the A-to-A air-to-air mode, and then the T-pod on the air-to-ground mode once we switch. Then let's just go ahead and program that as well. So we got the air-to-ground, program air-to-ground 2s and the smart weapons. Okay. Now we want to be at the air-to-ground on the smart weapons, and we want to be on the air-to-air mode with the 2s. Okay, so we're going to leave air-to-ground radar off without any specific mode, so we can just switch if anything. Alrighty, let's just turn on the 2s. Let's turn on the air-to-air mode. Alright, let's go back to, first of all, let's just start aligning our INS, and let's go back to the Wizzo guy. Arm his seat, turn on the oxygen so he can breathe. Stand by on the targeting flare. Arm the laser. Everything here on the countermeasures on auto, mic on, ICS on, and RWR. We want our radar on, and a semi-auto mode on the countermeasures too. So, and a good practice just to turn on all the screens just in case. And if you do have a Wizzo, then he's gonna use that. Okay, uncage the attitude indicator. Okay, so you're pretty much set. We're just waiting for the INS to be aligned. We have runway 35, I think, for takeoff on this one. I do see on the RWR we have a fulcrum somewhere in our radar. Somewhere in the vicinity. I don't think he poses a threat. It says flanker, fulcrum, flanker. 60 miles out, but I think we're good for now. All right, INS is aligned, so that's good. Let's continue with Let's continue with our UFC. So on the UFC, we're gonna have the main channel 305 and 2901, which is our showtime AM. There you go. Next, TACAN is good. We're gonna keep TACAN off for now. We don't really have wingmans. IFF at mode 4, and for the waypoint, we're gonna set 10 right away right here. So we'll automatically direct us to, which is on a heading 017 as soon as we take off. IFF mode, both modes on 4 EID, we can increase it to 4 bars. There we go. The last thing is I want to see the true, the ASL, the attitude, Jesus Christ, above sea level altitude, and the true airspeed. It's been a long day, guys, so I'm just a bit tired here. Okay, switch to the frontal tanks. Let's remove the brakes, flaps down, taxi light on, set trim for takeoff. There you go. Okay, and we're set. So, whoops, just noticed something. Nope, everything looks good. Alrighty, everything looks good.
Request takeoff.
We're gonna taxi out. Okay. Okay, here's a runway. We're gonna turn left and backtrack on that runway 34. That's the active runway. Let me just take the right side, which is the cold side. In case if somebody is landing, they can take the hot side, which is the left side of the runway. Now, landing lights on, radar. I mean, we can always keep the radar on standby until we're actually ready to engage. That makes us just a little bit stealthier. But I think that the enemies know anyways where we are, so I'll just turn on the air radar for everyone. Master arm switch is safe. Flaps on green, 3 green on the gears. Cockpit is locked, the seat is armed. Trim is set for takeoff. Everything else is set for the departure, so that's it. We're pretty much good. The test, the pre-takeoff test checklist have been completed, and you can see that also all the lights are illuminated, so there's no faulty bulbs or lights for this flight. All right, we're approaching the threshold. Technically, we can already do a 180 right here on the runway and just get started. I think that's what we're gonna do. Okay, just gonna save some time. We have more than enough takeoff runway available for this jet. So let me backtrack right here. Okay. And we can line up. Alright, just making sure that everything is set as needed. Okay. Let's hold on 80%, pull the stick halfway, afterburners, and off the brakes. And yeah, there's a little bit of crosswind. That's fine. Gear up, flaps up. I'm gonna trim the nose a little bit. It likes to go up after the takeoff. Alright. So just like take a left here and climb at about 15 degrees. Trying to keep about 350 knots. So 350 to 400 on the climb. And we're just going to make a circle. Now I'm off the afterburners. Although we do have more than enough fuel, but for this flight, but I'm just going to preserve it a little bit in case we are encountering any air-to-air the boogie. So here's the airport. So we're going to head towards the mountains. Probably the safest for us to, if anything, do some terrain masking. And we're just going to climb just around Angel 20. Now I can turn off the anti-collision air lights. And turn the master arm switch on so weapons are hot. And hopefully we don't have any air-to-air encounters here. Alright. And 90% on the power should be just fine for this cruise. Nice, beautiful scenery. And we're going to be making a very slight turn heading to the north. And we can actually level off right here at Angel 20. And keep that 90% power. It should get us to about 360-70 knots. Which is just fine for the cruise. Okay, now I'm gonna hit the castle switch up and move to air to ground mode. While we're in the turn, I'm gonna turn on the T-pod. There you go. And what I can do right away is type in 10. So the T-pod will look automatically into waypoint 10. We're gonna use the expanded mode. So we'll increase a little bit the contrast. And let's see if we have... So we have the 2s, as you can see on the bottom. That's going to help us. If we have any incoming, we got the smart weapon system on the right side. the right MCD, and let's just take control of the teapot for a second. Let's see if we have any threats. So I see there are a few targets. There's 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to designate them automatically. There might be SAMs, although the RWR doesn't show anything. But let me, just in case, I'm going to designate that. And let me just hold altitude here, and there you go. The Whistle guy would usually do this, but I'm going to designate this as the target. I'm going to transfer it to one station. I'm going to move on to the next station and see if we get some, I think a few more targets. I think 1 bomb, 2,000 bomb is enough for these 2 targets as well. Switch to the next station. I think I saw more on the right side. Right here I saw something. Yeah, we got definitely more. We got this, whatever that is, but it looks like a target. I'm gonna move to the north one. I gotta use this not the castle switch. There you go. And I'm gonna designate this transfer 2 more stations. So we got this one on the right. Designate. And the last one, which I see something on the road here actually. There you go. Okay, we can be off the autopilot. TRL 2-3, no, I'm gonna wait. So let's make an easy 180 here. Just look for now at the beautiful scenery that we have. Mountains. And I don't want to go too fast. I want to go between the 800 and 900, so 0.8 to 0.9 Mach on the speed. And I'm gonna lower myself to probably just around Angel 18 for this attack. Increase the angle of attack here on the turn. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. All the targets are right there. Still making that turn. I'm being targeted by an SA something. I should have pickled when I had the time. And I gotta defend. I'm gonna die. Oh, yep, yeah, he hit me. He hit me. Oh, I'm gonna die. I mean, I can jump off. Well. Oh, that's where he was. Interesting. He's shooting. Oh, look at that. He's shooting my GBUs. Look at that. So I didn't see him because, as you can see, I was looking on the teapot. I was looking at that square where that GBU is flying right now. That's where I was looking. I didn't even see this guy. I didn't even have him on my radar. Okay. So now that we know where he is, we're actually going to use a laser guided on this guy. It did destroy, I think, one of my GBUs, if I'm not mistaken. And he just destroyed the second one. Unbelievable. I still got one more. Alright. So I did get a few targets here. I did get a few targets. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to spawn again at Al-Qaime. Okay. This time I'm gonna make it. We're gonna spawn in hot. I'm gonna use my laser guided. So I'm gonna make this simple actually. Let me just put remove this payload and remove this one as well. Then frontal tanks, we're just gonna take the GBU-12s or 10s, I mean 2000 laser guided. There you go, and same thing right here. We're gonna just get 2 laser guided GBU-10s, and that should be more than enough. And we're pretty light too, so we're pretty light. Okay, let's spawn in hot. Okay, so tank is destroyed, nice. So we're just gonna use the T-pod, which is almost running. So let me just again set this thing up here. The only thing is, let's check what are laser codes. Ground crew, GBU laser codes, and I think we got on our left and right CFT, like from frontal tank. So it's 1574, and same thing I think on the right CFT, which is 1574. Alrighty. So let's do this quickly. So hide this panel, making sure everything is set here correctly. Set the waypoint right here in the UFC. Go back to the data. Like I said, I want my ASL and true speed. Let's quickly just program the these stations. So air-to-air and T-pod. There you go. Air-to-air and T-pod. I forgot. Air-to-air. T-pod on the air-to-ground. Right here we got the 2s and the smart weapons. I'm gonna use air-to-ground mode on smart weapons. And the air-to-air mode on the 2s. And then here we're gonna do an auto 1 per station. Let's do actually, and nose. What else we can do? We can do the lasing also. So we can do manual or automatic lasing. Let's give it about 15 seconds before the it will automatically start lasing. Okay, so we got all the programs selected. The only thing is, let me just set ornament and 2s. So I do want to be on the air-to-ground mode like you guys just saw, and display the 2s here. And yes, enable TSD as well. Right, ground crew will remove the wheel chocks.
Remove the wheel chocks. Copy.
Okay.
Y'all rate.
Wheel chocks are now
Y'all
removed.
rate.
All right, start taxiing. Cockpit is locked. Armed seat. Everything seems to be just fine here. The takeoff trim is set as well. Yeah, it kind of sucks that this SAM site got us in the end. I honestly, I didn't see him on the radar, and I didn't see him on the T-pod because I was not looking towards his direction. So, I mean, that's fine. We, at least we know where he is, right? We know where he is. He could have moved. And so that's why I got the laser guided bombs too, just in case if he's on the move, then we can just keep on lasing and doing maybe like a point track, and eventually just get him. It was kind of last minute that I had to that I saw him. Honestly, there was almost no chance of me avoiding him. He was right below us. Okay, let's turn on the radar right here. We did the pre-takeoff checklist, we did it already. Just continue taxiing. And so I won't be doing the whole climb and everything. What I do want to do is maybe do a float. Maybe go right below him and then do a float. You know what? That could be an interesting idea. Or we can just fly low. Because he won't see us because he is hugging the mountain. So if we're coming in from the mountains, he won't be able to really see us. We'll have no visual on us. And so as soon as we pickle, we can go and hide back towards the mountains, right? So let's actually try that strategy. Okay. I'm gonna turn around right here. I think that's more than enough of a runway that we have. You're gonna hold the brakes here. All right. So everything's set. Start. Take off. You know what I just noticed? That we picked smart weapon systems for the air-to-ground mode when we have the GBU-10, so we don't really need to these are not GPS-guided bombs anyways. Don't really need the smart weapons page, truthfully, but it's okay. Alright, flying direct to waypoint 10. I will enable air-to-ground mode, but I will switch to the 2s right here. And master arm switch on, turn off the anti-collision lights. Let's go and hug the mountains here. Let's turn on the radar. There you go. Automatically designate to waypoint 10 that radar. There you go, expanded mode, and if anything, continuous designation. Find something, right? Let's increase that contrast so I can see a little bit better. And that was a... Oh, okay. That was an SA-8 that shot us, folks. That was an SA-8. It's gonna be hard to see this guy. It's gonna be very hard to see this guy. So I'm gonna need to climb here a little bit. Take control of the T-pod. And this folk right here, there he is. Do you see this guy? There he is. I want to do like, I'm gonna designate him because that's him right there. So he's designated. Okay, I got automatic lasing on. And I'm gonna drop here and let's try to maybe come out of this mountain. Go a bit lower, just a bit slower, not as fast. Alrighty. There he is, he's seeing us. Okay, that's fine. There he is. That's fine. He sees us. It's completely fine. Alright. Yep. I'm gonna use some terrain masking here. That's completely fine. We're gonna come in from the north. Need to go just a little bit faster here. Where's our dill? There's the dill. 20 seconds for release. 17. Probably not the best spot, but you know what? 10 seconds. We're gonna have to egress automatically to the left. I think I just missed my cue. I missed my cue. I missed my cue. Turn back. That was dangerous. I think I need a float here. Let's try again, but I think I need to do at least like a good 15-20 degree float here, coming out of these mountains. So let's try again. Did I miss the cue? Oh, there it is. Okay. He sees us. Tyrrell 10 seconds. He sees us. 7 seconds. 5, 4. And I'm just holding the pickle. Dropped 2 of them. Not sure why. I got 10 seconds on the lays. Oh, he just shot me. God damn it. Gotta go back to the mountains. Terrain masking, terrain masking. Gotta go low, gotta go low.
Pull up.
Okay, so I avoided the what do you call it? I avoided his shots, but he destroyed both of my I believe GBUs. But anyways, we're out of ammo or Winchester. So let's actually continue tomorrow. I think we're just pretty freaking tired. It's been a long week. Tomorrow is Monday. We're gonna continue tomorrow. All right. So let's go for the landing. Back to waypoint 10. Yep. Got a flanker 60 miles out, but I don't know. Runway 34, okay. Gonna go safeguard the master switch. And we're gonna just turn on a few afterburners, try to go a bit faster to burn more fuel before we go into the approach. Okay, here is the airport. We're a 6-mile final. There's the runway. Okay. Use the air brakes right here. Yeah, we're coming in too fast. You know what? We're gonna have to do an overhead brake on this guy. I'm just coming in too fast, so let's just do another overhead brake. And let's not forget to turn on our lights. I need position lights. Okay, we are passing the center of the runway, so we can start banking. Trying to make like a 4 degree, not 4 degree, I mean 3 to 4 G turn here. Just around there. Keeping that 200 to 220 knots. Here's the runway. Flaps and gear go down. Alright, we can start making that turn. This is good, so I'm not really, this is a very good turn. I'm keeping that 200 knots almost. I'm at 21 on the angle of attack. I can probably bank just a little bit more here. And it's okay if I overshoot it a little bit. It's completely fine. Turn it on. Where's my spoiler? Spoiler goes up. Here's the runway. Let's align that dot right below the threshold. There we go. And I'm just pretty much gonna keep that. Gonna keep that airspeed. Yep. Perfect. I'm not even using the brakes, so I'm just doing like an air brake pretty much here and trying to hold the nose up as much as I can. And the nose is going to drop by itself pretty much. Then I can use the brakes here. Just trying to use as much air brake as I can. Alright. We can pretty much backtrack it here. Spoiler goes down, flaps go up together. So we did good anyways. We destroyed, I think, on the first run, we destroyed, I think, about 6 or 7 targets. Definitely 6, to what I recall. And now we know that there's an SA-8 side hiding behind the mountain, like a coward, which we're gonna get him tomorrow, right? It was a bit dangerous. The SA-8s are freaking dangerous. Same as the SA-15s for the Eagle. Okay. That's it. It was a good run. Could have done a little bit better on the first time. But we destroyed a few targets, right? So that makes us easier to pretty much take waypoint 10 next time. So what I think I'm going to do next time is going to use the GBU-10s. Definitely or 2 GBU-10s on these SA sites. And I'm going to probably use CBUs for the cluster bombing just around the city, perhaps, because I know that there's men pads, soldiers and some tanks or some vehicles. They got some DRM, so inside that city that we want to destroy with the clusters. And we're going to do that next time. So thank you guys so much for watching, and